Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Meet the Candidates Elections and Our Economy. We are so glad to have you with us this evening. And I want to thank our advocacy and policy chairs, Angelique Bartholomew and Shelby Mims, and the entire advocacy and policy committee for all of the hard work that they've done to put together this event. One of the things that we strive to do here at the Chamber is to make sure that we are advocating on your behalf. And along that vein, we've invited several people who are running for offices who are vying for your vote so that they could explain to us this evening what their platforms are in relation to small businesses. So we hope that you will take copious notes, that you'll pay close attention, and that you'll listen intently to what they have to say. And with that, I'd like to toss it to Angelique Bartholomew.
All right, thank you so much to everyone who has taken the time from work to hear from candidates and officials from our great counties. The goal of the Policy and Advocacy Committee is truly to advocate for the small businesses with the Greater Houston Chamber, Greater Houston Black Chamber, and to ensure that we are advocating for our small businesses and the economy in which we're all trying to recover from. So in our effort to address election periods and election time, we wanted to extend the invite to two of the largest counties, of course, in Texas, and they are where the core of our small businesses truly exist, and that is Harris County and now Fort Bend County, where I hail from. And Shelby, my co-chair, is in the Harris County area. So we want to welcome everyone for joining this call. And we recognize that early voting is taking place. We want to make sure that you're aware of that and that we're getting out the message to vote. Because of course, in low voter turnout, every vote seems strong, right? But we want to see those numbers increase and inform people that are voting who the candidates are and how they can best position themselves to learn more about them. And that is what this platform is about. So I'm excited to have everyone on. This is our first major event of the year, and the Advocacy and Policy Committee will be doing multiple events similar to this to advocate for small businesses as the year goes on. I want to definitely turn things over to Shelby and allow Shelby to give us a run of show and let you know how things will proceed with our meet and greet for elections and our economy. Shelby?
Well, thank you so much for that, Angelique. And I just echo Angelique's kind words. We just really appreciate all of the candidates for joining us this evening. And then we just also appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. So this evening, we will hear from a number of candidates from a number of different races. The races for Harris County include the Harris County Judges race, the Harris County Commissioner Precinct 2 race, the Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4 race, and the Harris County District Clerk race and the Harris County Treasurer race. Each candidate will have 1 minute to share their platform. And then at the end of all of the candidates sharing their platform, we will have about 5 to 7 minutes for questions and answers. So please feel free to put your questions and answers in the Q&A box. But now, just for opening remarks, I would just pass the mic to our Houston City Council member, Dr. Plummer, for just welcome remarks.
All right, thank you, Shelby. I am unable to turn my camera on. It's saying that.
We'll get you.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you, council member. We will definitely get that handled.
No
I wish
problem.
you had put it in the chat. I don't know what's going on there.
No, it's okay. Okay. It's not a problem.
And I failed to mention the races for Fort Bend County. Thank you, Shelby, because we will have Fort Bend County judges race and the current judge incumbent join us. And we have also the Fort Bend County Commissioner Precinct 2 Commissioner Precinct 4 and the Fort Bend County Clerk's race. So hopefully you guys will hear from each of those Fort Bend County candidates as well. We can now see you, Council.
Here we are.
Great, great. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, absolutely. No, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the Chamber for all that you do as a small business owner. Your voice is paramount to allow us to continue to succeed in all the counties. I love the fact that we're having a conversation about bringing everyone together. That is one thing that oftentimes we do well, and in some spaces we don't do so well. So having this conversation and hearing from candidates is crucial. So this is one thing that I want to say as you all listen and as you all, make decisions on what's going on, and even to the candidates. I think that there are a couple of factors that we need to always keep in place. One is, what is the message? What is the message of not only what the candidate is saying, but also what is the community asking for? How does it align? And then how do we all work together? And those are three things that I think are really important as a council member. As a large member for the whole city of Houston, I find that the relationships we're able to build across the Houston, but also Fort Bend, Missouri, and all the other spaces, and then all the small cities in between, is really important for us to do well. Infrastructure is a huge topic. Infrastructure and a business ownership and small business, and those are two spaces that we have to really work together on. And so I welcome the conversation. I'm so excited, and thank you for allowing me to welcome everyone and just say a couple things. But this conversation is incredibly important, and I just wish all the candidates a lot of luck. I know how it feels to be on the other side.
Thank you for that. So we have introduced all of the candidates. So now we will open the floor to the first race that we have. So first we have Harris County Judge. The candidates that confirmed their attendance for the Harris County Judge race are Ms. Georgia Provost, Mr. Warren Howell, and Mr. A.R. Hassan. So Mr. Warren Howell, would you like to share your 1-minute elevator speech with us?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a 71-year-old native of Houston, and I've been making payroll for 50 years. I've been in business 50 years. I've been in construction, real estate development, and for the last 30 years, risk management, Inc. and insurance, and I'm a professional licensed risk manager. So if you know the terrible shape our jails are in, risk manager is going to be pretty important to Harris County. Now, I am not a politician, and if you'd have told me a year ago that I was going to be running for anything, I would have laughed at you. But my wife got tired of hearing me complain. I cleaned that up, and my insurance business is being managed by other people, so I have a lot of free time on my hands. So I decided to see if I couldn't lend my 50 years of experience to help Harris County get back on track. And my platform, of course, is we want to address violent crime simply by increasing our police force. We've got 1 per every 2,300 people right now. We need 1 per every 1,000. We've got to change our bail bonds to where we do not let violent criminals out on multiple bonds.
And that's time.
Capital murder. There's other things we need to do as well, like the redistricting map, which is an absolute albatross drawn up. I mean, if this is pure and black and white corruption, and I'm
Thank
going
you,
to fix
sir.
it.
And that's time. And thank you so much, Mr. Howell. And that's time. And thank you so much for sharing your platform. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And the other 2 candidates that we had do not seem to be here. And I'm just confirming that Ms. Georgia Provost and Mr. A.R. Hassan are not on the line. Awesome. Angelique?
I am actually going to go ahead and see if we could speak with the commissioner race for with candidate for Precinct 4, Dexter McCoy. Dexter, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself from Fort Bend County and share a little bit about your platform, please?
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for having me. It is such an honor and a privilege to be able to speak with you today. I'm Dexter L. McCoy, a son of Fort Bend County and a proud candidate for Fort Bend County Commissioner for Precinct 4. This is the community that raised me. This community prepared me for the greatest opportunities of a lifetime, like serving in the administration of President Barack Obama, coming back home and serving as the youngest district administrator in Fort Bend ISD, where I empowered student leaders and connected communities, and most recently having the great privilege and honor of serving as Chief of Staff to our Fort Bend County Judge, where I'm proud to have championed the expansion of internet access to parts of our community that still do not have internet access today, having made historic investments in our nonprofit organizations, and successfully fought for the recognition of Juneteenth as a paid county holiday. Look, I'll tell you this, I have been plagued with the question of simply this: when will we realize that we're free? That we no longer have to accept mediocre performance from leaders who do not show up on our behalf. So I'm running to invest in our people, our infrastructure, and the technology that will take us forward. So that's Dexter McCoy, candidate for Fort Bend County Commissioner for Precinct 4. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we will go to the Harris County Precinct 2 race. So Mr. Gary Harrison, 1 minute. Mr. Harrison? Maybe having some, oh, there we go.
Okay. Hey, I was already into my little speech and everything. Hey, anyway, I'm Gary Harrison. I'm a 33-year plus employee, retired commander with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. My last detail was a Homeland Security Field Operations Commander. And what I'm well, let me see. I am a widow. My wife worked with the Sheriff's Office also. She took ill in 17 and she passed away. So it's just me and my soon to be 12-year-old daughter. And what made me enter this race is that I saw the things that was going on within the precinct as far as not supporting our law enforcement, not supporting everyone that's in the community. The president, commissioner choose to support just, in my opinion, one sect. I want to support everyone. And what I stand for, I want to work for equality. I want to work for the disenfranchised. I want to fight crime. I want to get our law enforcement professionals the help they need and the equipment they need. I like to develop and enhance our senior programs. And I like to work for the community. I live in the community. I'm a 37-year resident of Precinct 2 in Harris County. And I just want to do better than what we're getting now.
And thank you so much, Mr. Harrison. Angelique?
Okay, I think we have a candidate, the candidate that is on for Fort Bend County Clerk, Ms. Tony Smith. Are you there?
I am here, Angelique, but I'm also driving. driving from work. Look.
No worries. I appreciate you.
I'm trying to figure out, should I look at you? Should I keep driving and just talk? Which one do you guys want me to do?
I think you should pull over, Ms. Smith. So go ahead and introduce yourself as candidate for Fort Bend County Clerk. Everyone, this is Tony Smith.
Yes, my name is Tony Smith, and I'm the candidate for Fort Bend County Clerk. As a survivor and a fighter, I bring a personal perspective to serving others with dignity, respect, and Professionally, I'm confident that I'm experienced as an organizational leader and successful entrepreneur for over 37 years of excellent business practices, which includes managing business operations, project physical management, human resources, and transformation of companies that I've done. I'm confident I possess the integrity, experience, and the accountability for commitment to lead as the ideal candidate for representing the Democratic ticket for Fort Bend County Clerk. I often get the question of why am I running for Fort Bend County Clerk? And my response seemingly is always, public service is in my DNA. I enjoy working to improve the quality of life for people, whether it be in my church, in the community, or at Texas Southern University. It's just, public service is just in my DNA. As the county clerk, my goal is to provide high ethical standards and exceptional customer service to the residents of Fort Bend County with respect, courtesy, transparency, and professionalism. I will be fair, impartial, compassionate, and consistent.
That's
As we
your
know,
time, Ms. Smith.
hey, I got it. Look,
Thank you
you.
so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thank you for that. And next up, we have the Harris County Commissioners for precinct race. We have Mr. Benjamin Cho and Ms. Leslie Briones. So Mr. Benjamin Cho, and we'll start with you.
Thank you. I think there's my video. Hello, my name is Ben Chow. I'm running for Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4. I'm a native Houstonian, a Rice graduate, have my MBA and law degrees from Northwestern. I'm proud to have worked at all levels of government, from Congress, where I worked for Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the Harris County Elections Office. I'm an elections attorney. I most recently worked at our elections office, where I helped create drive-through voting, helping to lead Harris County to be a national model for our country. I'm also focused on ethics. There's too much pay to play going on in Harris County. That's why I'm the only candidate in this race that has refused to take a penny from county vendors. This is more than an ethical standard. It's good for minority and small business. Currently, 93% of county contracts go to companies owned by white men. How can we truly diversify our contracts if our own leaders keep engaging in pay-to-play donations? Vote Ben Chow for County Commissioner. Vote for innovative and ethical leadership. Vote Ben Chow for County Commissioner. Thanks so much.
And thank you so much, Mr. Chow. And now we have Ms. Leslie Briones. 1 minute.
Yes, good evening. This is Leslie Briones, and I would be grateful for your support for Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4. I have the experience to get big things done in Harris County, and I want to build a Harris County where all families have a fair shot at thriving. I am a former public school teacher. I am a Latina. I am a mother of 3. I've been a lawyer for 15 years, graduate of Harvard and Yale Law School, and I've been one of your civil court judges for the last 3 years. I am deeply committed to equal justice and will fight every day for all Harris County residents in Precinct 4 and beyond. I was grateful to receive the endorsement of the Black Women of Greater Houston PAC, along with 40 endorsements of organizations and elected officials. Thank you for your trust. I would be grateful to earn your vote. Leslie Briones for Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4. I have the experience to get big things done, and I want to be your champion and your partner. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Angelique?
Thank you, Shelby. We're going to come back to Fort Bend County. I really like this ping pong because that's how people really operate and do business between Fort Bend and Harris County. I'm going to invite the county judge on to address our chamber members. Judge KP George. Judge George, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and see you. Great.
Oh,
go ahead.
okay.
You have 1 minute, please.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay. 60 seconds, and I already lost like 2-3 of that. So, hey guys, and it's absolutely an honor to be here. And I am KP George. If you live in Fort Bend County, I am your county judge. I have an honor to serve you. This is my 4th year. We came a long way, and we wanted to continue. Hashtag moving Fort Bend forward is our slogan, and we wanted to continue what we started, and we took Fort Bend County to the next level, and we wanted to continue that. And so please, kpgeorge.com for more information to learn more about me, and I appreciate your support.
Thank you so much. I want to see if we actually have the candidate for Fort Bend County Judge, Farrell Bonner, if he is on. Latyron, do you see him on the other side? I don't see him as a panelist, but I do want to honor everyone that did respond and register. Mr. Bonner, are you there? Are you on this side? Don't see him in the guest side either. Okay, Shelby, I think that we are back over to Harris County.
Awesome. Next up, we have the Harris County clerk position. 1 minute for Ms. Tanisha Hudspeth.
Good evening, Chamber membership, and thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. My name is Tanisha Hudspeth. I am your Harris County clerk. I was elected in 2020 as the youngest and first African-American in this role, but I didn't just start my journey in 2020. I started in the county clerk's office over 17 years ago, starting as the administrative assistant, and 6 positions later have become the county clerk. It is a great honor and privilege to serve in this role. I am on the ballot again because I'm finishing unexpired term, and I'm asking for your support to get a full term. Here's what the county clerk's office does in Harris County. We provide all the major events of your life. We record all of them, everything from vital records to starting your business when you get your DBA, everything to marriage license and starting your new journey in life. We record the records of commissioners court, civil, and probate. So that's a small spectrum of what the county clerk's office does. We have made this an office that works for you and your community, and we will continue to do so. This year, our office has made a total rebranding and formation of the office, from elections all the way to just recording documents. Again, my name is Tanisha Hudspeth. I'm your Harris County clerk. I look forward to serving you in this capacity. I am unopposed in the primary, but we'll go on to the November ticket where I am opposed. Again, for more information about me, you can find me on any social media platform at Tanisha for HC or at TanishaHudspeth.com. Again, thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I look forward to share more about the county clerk's office and what we do each and every day to serve you. I have great ties to the chamber. I've served with the chamber for many years and served as a board member and founder of HBLI. So I look forward to continue to engage with the chamber. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And next up on the Harris County side, we have the Harris County District Clerk's Office, and we have Marilyn Burgess. 1 minute.
Good evening. I'm Marilyn Burgess, and I am your incumbent Harris County District Clerk running for re-election. Most people have no idea what a district clerk does. I'm basically the business administrator for over 90 Harris County courts that include the district civil, family, juvenile, and child support courts, as well as both the felony and misdemeanor criminal courts. We are the recorder and custodian of all the records of these courts, and we collect all the fines and fees and are responsible for the jury summoning process. I have an accounting degree and practiced as a CPA for 25 years before moving into the nonprofit arena, where I was executive director of the Texas PTA and then president of the North Houston Greens Point Chamber of Commerce. I have the education, work experience, knowledge of the office, the work ethic, and the vision to be an effective leader for this office. I have brought transparency, accountability, and good practices to the office. We've introduced numerous electronic solutions that move us closer to being a paperless operation and increase the efficiency, accuracy, and timeliness of reporting. We have been fiscally responsible with your tax dollars, and we're working to increase appearance rates and diversity of those that appear in our jury pools. I've been endorsed by every organization that has endorsed in this race, and I am asking for your support. Marilyn Burgess for District Clerk.
Thank you so much for that. And next up, we have the Harris County Treasurer's race, Mr. Dylan Osborne.
Here we go. Hey, Shelby, it's nice to see you again. Thank you for having me tonight. My name is Dylan Osborne. I'm your incumbent county treasurer. When I ran for office originally 4 years ago, I was committed to making this office more of a community asset and for making it more of a resource to get more bang for your buck. Even though we do run a small office, I have a staff of 11. Our office runs on a budget of $1.2 million per year, but we move about $20 billion a year of your taxpayer dollars for the county, the Port of Houston, the flood control district, and the toll road. But part of my commitment to making it more of an asset has been to try to get out and do things that county treasurers just haven't done before in Harris County. For example, you may have heard that I recently led efforts to partner with Unity Bank. Very few Black banks left in the country. We're lucky to have them here in Third Ward, right in our backyard. So it made sense to pick up the phone and call them and bring them in and not only get them to take an investment from us, but also to get a slice of the banking contract. I'm working with the county school board to do financial literacy training in their classrooms. And I'm looking to maybe to start a grant program to get people out of the payday lending cycle. So I've tried over the last few years to make this office more of a benefit to the taxpayers and to our communities. And I think I've so far been able to accomplish a few of my goals. I'm looking for one more term to continue the work and finish what we started. So Dylan Osborne, Harris County Treasurer, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And it looks like on my end, we do have Ms. Georgia Provost, who has now come in. Ms. Provost, are you there? Okay, well, that may not be the case. So that looks like that is all of our candidates for this evening.
Shelby, I think we do have Georgia.
Okay. So Tyron, is she able to be let in?
I do want to acknowledge all of the candidates for participating tonight and officials as well. We recognize that it's a very busy season, but prioritizing or putting the chamber on your agenda means a lot to us and our small businesses and those that we are advocating for. So thank you so much. We're going to move into a question and answer period really quickly. If we can see if Ms. Provost is on. I think that was the final candidate. Did we have any candidates from Fort Bend Commissioner Precinct 2? I don't think so. I don't see anyone on there. Okay.
Ms. Provost, and as a friendly reminder, Ms. Georgia Provost is running for Harris County Judge in 1 minute, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Georgia Provost, and I'm a candidate for Harris Judge.
Looks like you're going in and out.
You're muted, Ms. Provost.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My name is Georgia Provost, and I'm a candidate for Harris County Judge. I'm a seasoned businesswoman with leadership skills, administrative, and organization management experience. I have a 35-year-old business in which you believe I've gotten 30 businesswomen awards in the last 30 years. I'm endorsed by the Houston Police Officers PAC, African American Police Officers Union, Constable May Walker, and former Constable Ken Jones. My concern with Harris County is crime. We have some serious problems and some serious problems with the jail. So what I'm proposing, now I see where they took my idea, they got the license plate readers.
Yes, ma'am. And that's time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and thank you so much. So once again, on behalf of the Greater Houston Black Chamber Advocacy and Policy Committee, we really just appreciate you all for joining us this evening. If you have any questions, please place them in the question and answer box here. It does not look like we have any questions here, but I do just want to open up the floor to just place any questions and answers in there.
Carol, I wanted to find out, Carol, James Guillory, what race or?
Yes, and Mr. Guillory, I believe that you're in a Texas House race.
Yes, and this was specifically for the county races. Of course, every race is important and all candidates running are important, but because of this heavy political season and so many races, we decided to narrow our scope to county races specifically related to Harris County and Fort Bend County. So we're going to open up for just a few questions. If they are specific, please address them directly in the chat for us to be able to answer those questions. I'd like to ask if we could have the county judge we'll start with Judge Races, Shelby, Fort Bend County Judge. Would you like to share just your overall platform with us, and we can go down the list to have candidates share their 1-minute platform, if that's okay, Shelby, to keep us kind of rolling. Judge George, do you want to start with that process? What are your key area focus, key areas of
look
focus?
like I cannot open my camera. Maybe I'll just keep talking. Okay. Oh. Okay.
We can see you.
Yeah, see, always as a county judge, the #1 priority is disaster preparedness, and we came a long way in that in Fort Bend County. COVID response, we did exceptionally well. We are 65 and up is 97% is fully vaccinated, and we continue to be focused on that. Mobility is a major issue. We have a bond underway right now, 20 bond, and then flood mitigation is another thing we focused on. Community resources, engaging our citizens, transparency is always a top priority. This is all I talked in 2018, and we will continue with that. We came a long way on this. And youth empowerment is another area, and we have an internship program, summer paid internship program, and also leadership program and things of that nature. These are some of the things and celebrating our diversity and celebrating our history in Fort Bend County. These all stuff we are doing day in and day out. kpgeorge.com. Please look it up and follow us on our social media.
Thank you so much, Judge. All right, Shelby, do you want to stick in Fort Bend County, or you want to have Harris County addressed next?
Sure. Anyone from any of the Harris County races just want to speak to their work with small businesses, specifically Miss Marilyn Burgess? I see that your hand is raised.
Yes, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm trying to accomplish in the district clerk's office. We are working to increase the diversity in our jury pools. I am trying to increase the appearance rate and diversity, and I have requested a pay increase for our jurors, because I believe if we want diversity on our jury panels, we're going to have to pay people sufficiently that they can afford to show up. And right now, if you're going to lose a day's wages and you're an hourly worker, you can't afford to miss a day to come for jury duty. So we were trying to get that passed through our commissioner's court. We've been in there once and asked for it. We will continue to advocate for it. We're also working to, we implemented an electronic process for our jury summonsing, which means that we can get your email and your text message and send you reminder notices for your day of service that's coming up. And if we see we're going to have more people than we need, we can reschedule or cancel your service. And we're have dropped our leftover jurors, those that never go to a courtroom, they get dismissed without being sent to a courtroom, from a high of 47% in 2018, nearly half the people that showed up. We've gotten that down to 23%, and we're working to get it down to 15%.
Thank you.
Okay.
And thank you for that. It looks like next up we have Miss Tanisha Hubspeth.
Yes, I just wanted to add earlier, one of the vital roles of the county clerk is to record and provide copies of DBAs doing business as, and as all small business owners know, might be one of the many routes for you. And so not only do we do this at our downtown offices, but we have this availability at all of our 10 annexes across Harris County. We celebrate those that have made a year in business, and we send them a letter of support and asking if there's resources or ways that we can help support in business in the community. And we highlight them on our social media page when they come in to make that great decision to start their business. So some would deem that not very a long stretch, but I think it is a great stretch when you're starting a business and you're looking to connect with individuals in the county. And so it's a small piece of what the county clerk's office does, but we've taken it and we've made it a very progressive part of our agenda in the county clerk's office. Thank you for allowing me to add.
Sorry, and thank you for that. And Mr. Ben Cho.
So I'm running again for a county commissioner precinct 4 in Harris County. And as I mentioned earlier in my remarks, it's that the key importance to note is that 91% of all county dollars in Harris County go to firms owned by white men. And we all know that Harris County is not a 91% white man county. That's ludicrous. So in order to diversify, we've got to do certain things. One, we currently, thanks to our current commissioners court, have already created an economic equity and opportunity office. We need to continue to double down on that to set goals to increase minority business participation in our county contracts. That means mentorship and training for our small businesses, particularly businesses owned by people of color, so that they know what the grant process looks like, how to file the contract, what successful contracts look like. And then secondly, transparency. People know how current contracts are approved and know exactly what are the criteria that are being utilized. And third, ethics, right? Right now, we know pay to play is way too much going on in Harris County. The Houston Chronicle investigation found out that $300 million of our taxpayer dollars were given away to campaign donors to county commissioners in just the last 2 years in no bid contracts. The way that we break that,
That's time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then last up, Mr. Gary Harrison.
Yes, I want to. What I would like to do with the commissioner's office with the small businesses. Hold on, let me. With the small business that we have so many food deserts, so many food insecurity areas within the precinct, and that gives the opportunity for small businesses to come in to address our meal programs and stuff for our seniors, the seniors that are unable to get to the community centers. You know, how come we can't do better in taking care of them? With our nonprofit that we have with some of the commissioner's office, let's use that resource. Let's use that resource to look after the seniors in our community. Also, home repair. What can we do at a nonprofit? How come we can't partner with the private sector and doing minor things for the seniors that, you know, they may not have the ability to make repairs at their home. They may not have the resources.
That's time, Mr. Harrison.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What we do, can we get the additional candidates? I think that there's, who do we have? Mr. Howell, did you speak? Or Dexter McCoy? Did you want to share your platform? Mr. Howell?
It looks like Dylan Osborne has raised his hand in 1 minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
yes,
and
sir.
you can speak after Dylan Osborne.
Thank you, Shelby. First, I say as county treasurer, it's not often a policy-making office. It is more implementation. It is where rubber meets the road, so to speak. So it's small things for our office, things like being committed to using local small businesses. One of the things that I noticed when I got into office is that we used a printer out of state. I said, you know, there's dozens of printers here in Houston we should be using. It's small things like that, but you know, I mentioned earlier my partnership with Unity Bank. It's reaching out to other banks. We reached out to a local bank in Ailey, for example. We're talking to a small bank from the Valley. So we're looking for those new partners. There's supposed to be a bank that is majority woman owned opening in Harris County soon. So we're looking forward to that opportunity to have another potential partner. So again, it's not treasurer is not a policy making position. So it's more of an implementation position. But we look for opportunities where we can to support our local businesses and our minority owned businesses as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And Mr. Howell. 1 minute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Start my video. Here we are. I'm going to run Harris County like a business. This what I've been hearing a lot of folks talk about is not in the job description of county judge. We have a budget right now that's $7.5 billion. And I actually did some mathematical work with Commissioner Cagle, and we can do what we're supposed to do for around $5 billion, including doubling our police force, changing our bail bonds, getting courts back in session, and we can make Harris County safe again. But I have no problem supporting nonprofits doing social ventures in the neighborhoods and in the county for people. But I'm going to really concentrate on operating Harris County like a business. And because that's what's killing the whole country. We keep getting off track, doing things that have nothing to do with what we're supposed to do. And then all of a sudden our budget's out of whack and everybody goes, oh, what's wrong? Well, it's pretty simple. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. And we're not making the best deals we can make. It has nothing to do with the color of one's skin. It is what is the best deal, the best contractor for the job.
Yes,
Time is, all right. Great, Shelby. Great to know that we are watching the same clock. All right. You guys, I just want to, first of all, thank everyone for joining tonight's call. It's really important. And I know that it's a work night for so many of us. We really appreciate. Dexter, did you want to share your platform? I think you were the last candidate. I see that your hand is up. We may have missed it. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, thank you so much. I'll say this, particularly as it pertains to small businesses, as my good friend Ben shared about Harris County, we have that same issue here. In fact, the Commissioner's Court initiated a disparity study if God willing, I'm seated and I take office, it will be the responsibility of me, along with the other members of court, to figure out how we overcome the disparity between who actually gets contracts in our county and all the qualified folks in our community. I also say that the commissioners voted to start an economic opportunity and development department. It will be key for us to build within the infrastructure of that office support for our small minority women-owned businesses to help them get business in the county so that they can continue to support the growth of our community. We need to make sure that our small businesses have access to the capital that they need to grow and thrive and the infrastructure to be successful. The expansion of internet access to parts of our community that have never had it is key to that. And as commissioner, I'll continue to make sure that we're driving forward on providing that support to our communities. We have to make sure that in the most diverse county in America, we're giving everyone access to business opportunities.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And once again, we are really excited to have had an opportunity to help you as voters and our community and constituents meet and greet the candidates that are impacting our elections and our economy. One other important note, I definitely want to thank Shelby as co-chair. She's been amazing with communicating, and our reach was to candidates across the board. I want you to know that we did take the time to try to reach as many candidates as we could to join and inform the small businesses that are within Harris County and Fort Bend County. So we ask that you please go to the Chamber's website and make sure you pay attention to the upcoming events. If you're interested in being a part of our Policy and Advocacy Committee, join us. We meet to advocate for small businesses and economic development and growth within Harris County, of course, Fort Bend County. So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight and turn it over to Carol, and please share it on social media.
Thank you, Angelique. I'd like to underscore our thanks to all of the candidates for joining us this evening and for all of our participants for joining us tonight. We do understand that it's a work night and all of us are busy, but your presence here shows how invested you are in making sure that our community grows and thrives and that we get who we need to get in office. So thank you again to the candidates and thank you to the participants. Just want to remind you of a few things coming up here at the Chamber. And as Angelique mentioned, you can keep up with us on our website, also through our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, as we're consistently posting about things that are going on in the city and what we have going on at the Chamber. On March 9th, we're going to feature a Pinnacle Award winner from last year during our Master Series. Darrell Norris of Fresh Tech Solutions is going to show some stories and best practices regarding how he's done well in business. So please be sure to tune in for that. We'll be doing that via Zoom. And speaking of the Pinnacle Awards, save the date for October 29th. That is when we will celebrate the best and brightest and African-American owned businesses in the city. And we look forward to your joining us for that. So please take care, stay safe. Thank you again for joining us today. Thank you to our Advocacy and Policy Committee. We do invite you to join the Chamber and become a member today. Visit our website and click on the membership tab. It's your membership that allows us to bring you these types of informative events. So again, everyone take care and thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.